Today, I will present our project titled Feeding the Poor, Saving the Country. Here are the list of the members of my group. Introduction. Number of homeless people in major cities all around the world is increasing from day to day. A study conducted by the Kuala Lumpur City Council has revealed that the number of homeless people in Kuala Lumpur stands at 1,500 to 2,000 as of February 2016 and is increasing by the year. A fact lesser known among the locals is that 90% of the homeless community are Malaysian citizens, not foreigners. As for more privileged people, we need to help these homeless people. In this project, we are helping the homeless and saving the country. Project Brief. Since homeless people does not have the luxury to possess a smartphone and basic needs during this pandemic, they are facing high risk of exposure to COVID-19. We as a team will help them by providing the basic needs by having their data collected and giving affordable RFID tags in exchange for their info. This can be a replacement for MySejahtera as it also works as a tracker. We will partner with the governmental and non-governmental organizations such as grocery stores and restaurants to help the underprivileged. Also, with the data collected, the government can carry out community programs in order to help improve their life quality. Here is the project charter. Project name: RFID tags for feeding the poor, saving the country. Project description: homeless and poor people could get food, masks, hand sanitizers, clean water and shelter. Project sponsor: UNICEF Malaysia. Project impacted: can scan MySejahtera without smartphones. Government and non-governments could provide basic needs to homeless and poor people. Estimated costs RM 50 to 100. Problems or issues: shelter, food source, mask and water needs. Didn't possess any smartphones to scan MySejahtera. Finds a high risk of exposure to COVID-19. Objective: to provide basic needs to homeless and poor people. Goals: to reduce COVID-19 infections and cases. To provide food, shelter, masks, hand sanitizers and clean water. To reduce population of homeless and poor people. Deliverables: to improve lifestyle of homeless and poor people during and after COVID-19 pandemic. Here is the work breakdown structure WBS for our project. And here is the organizational breakdown structure OBS for our project, where we divide into 6 departments, which are design engineer, operation engineer, quality control engineer, financial officer, safety engineer and marketing engineer. This is the critical path method CPM. A is the activity, T is the duration in weeks, ES is early start, EF is early finish, LS is late start, LF is late finish. Based on the previous CPM, these are the activities assigned. Project analysis, duration 5 weeks. Product research, duration 8 weeks. Product design, duration 10 weeks. Project development, duration 16 weeks. Production, duration 12 weeks. Marketing, duration 8 weeks. Product delivery, duration 2 weeks. And commission, duration 4 weeks. This is the Gantt chart based on our project. Gantt chart is a type of bar chart that illustrates a project schedule. Here we include activities, the days for the activities to be completed and remarks.
Risk management, risk identification, reading error, health concerns, improvement of new technology and maintenance issue. For the risk event, improvement of new technology stands in a matrix of 131 One is for detection difficulty and likelihood, and the three metrics is for impact. For maintenance issue, the three likelihood, three impact, and one detection difficulty. Health concern with a matrix of 151, highest is 5 impact, the lowest both are likelihood and detection difficulty. For reading error, matrix of 5 5 is for likelihood, 4 is for impact and detection difficulty. This is risk assessment matrix from the previous slide data. As you can see, if the x-axis impact and y-axis is likelihood. There are three colors in this graph. So red color is red zone major risk, yellow color is yellow zone moderate risk, and green color is green zone minor risk. Event. Find shelter. Person in charge, Dipenraj, Kishan, Pavinish. Contingency plan. Get help with orphanage home and if there's any free space for them to stay. Triggered is when there is no free space. For hardware manufacturing. Contingency plan order replacement. Triggered equipment fail. Person in charge for this is Surendran and Lingeshwaran. Yugindran and Pavitran in charge for medical issues. Contingency plan is do a full checkup to monitor their condition. Triggered is when they having any sort of disease. For mental health concerns, contingency plan find a mental care to help them. Triggered if difficult to handle them. Person in charge, Yoganathan and Malvindran. These are the SWOT analysis for strength. Can reduce the COVID-19 cluster, can reduce the theft and vandalism. The fines faced by homeless people due to violating the SOPs can be avoided. For weakness, needs constant monitoring, needs to find as many NGO as can to help funding, difficulties to find a shelter. For opportunities, spread awareness, they get to have a shelter, good food and clean drinks. This will help homeless people to get a job and live their life. For threats, lack of manpower, lack of funding, expenses for data collection, and lack of awareness. These are risk response control. For risk control, observing, qualifying, quantifying, and responding to all the new possible new risks. Monitoring risk triggers, execute risk response strategy, and introduce contingency plans. For establishing a change management system, monitoring and manage resistance, dependencies, and budgeting risk, review, revise, and continuously improve, assigning and documenting responsibility for managing risk. Total cost estimation for startup cost. Fabrication cost, which is the amount of investment required for build up the equipment, would cost around RM 10,000. Also, to find donors of food source and supplies would cost around RM 40,000. So that would be total cost of RM 50,000. For the annual cost, this would be the sum of manufacturing costs and general expenses and also taking consider of the figured charge, plant overhead and other expenses. So that would be cost of RM 120,000. Program evaluation review technique. We needed around 3 days to project planning scheduling, then around 10 days to fix a design, then estimatedly around 20 days for we did research and analysis, then around 8 days for utilities marking. We took 3 days for product assembly, then to develop and evaluate alternative solution we needed around 10 days, then we needed 7 days for product installation in seashore, and estimatedly around 3 days we need the final discussion, then it's done. Contract and regulation. There are three acts involved. One is Employee Social Security Act 1969. Second one is Act 514, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. Section 27. Discrimination against employee and extra. Section 51. General penalty. Section 16. Duty to formulate safety and health policy. Section 15. General duties of employers and self-employed person to their employees. Section 24. General duties of employees at work. And the third act is Act 514, Occupational Safety, and 1820, Health Act 1994. Section 19. Prohibition against causing vehicle, ship or premises to become prescribed conveyance or premises. That's all from us. Thank you.